Join me as we talk about our homegrown campaign for Warlord Games' Judge Dredd the miniature game, here on Board Game Maniacs. Enter the world of Judge Dredd and forge your legend in the streets of Mega City 1.
I am the law.
Before we continue, I'd just like to ask you a big favor, and that is to click on the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you get notified when more videos, including to this Judge Dredd campaign, comes available. Previously here on Board Game Maniacs, we started releasing the information about our Judge Dredd specialized homegrown campaign. If you haven't checked it already, I'd suggest to stop this video and check out the other two videos that we have on Judge Dredd, the miniature game by Warlord Games. One is behind the scenes of where we had everything set up, and the other one is the long form intro, which I did a lot of work and a lot of time and effort put into this, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't checked that out, I strongly suggest to stop this video and go do that before you continue on. In the behind the scenes video, I asked all the viewers, the subscribers watching, to give me tips on how I could improve the look of the video, and every one of them I've read and I've examined them and I've learned from them. So again, thank you very much. Continue with the comments because I do really appreciate that. Another thing I just want to thank everybody for, and that is for our subscriber count is going up as well as our click rate. This is what I wanted. I wanted to get Board Game Maniacs out there further and further, and because of you out there, you're helping push this, you're getting the analytics shooting up, so please keep doing that because it's working. Our campaign is loosely based off of the 2012 film starring Karl Urban in Dredd. I thought it was really well done. I do like the Stallone one, which is I think a 2009 one. I'm not 100% sure of the date, but I did like that one too as well. But Karl Urban kind of hit a little bit more home for me on that one. Our campaign is kind of what happened after Judge Dredd and Anderson went in and pretty much cleaned house and got rid of the Mama clan, as well as the slow-mo production, which was the main thing there at Peachtree. In our campaign, it's probably maybe 6 months later or so, and what happened is the Justice Department's grip have lost its strength again into Peachtree. So once again, Judge Dredd is hearing rumors about this new drug that is being pushed around, and it's once again seems to be coming from Peachtree. Each episode in the campaign will have Dredd going through Peachtree floor by floor by floor. There's 200 floors in Peachtree, but obviously we're not going to have 200 episodes. But we're going to announce what floor it is that Judge Dredd went up to, and on that floor he's going to have to combat against gangs and sometimes some kind of mini bosses too as well. Now, he's going to be outnumbered like Judge Dredd usually is, but I mean he's going to be very outnumbered. So we have a little trick or a little mechanic that we're going to add to this game so that it will help Judge Dredd out. At the beginning of each episode, Dredd will roll a d6 and compare it to the chart. The chart will have 1 to 6 telling him what he has as a backup. It could be number 1, it could be a cadet, and so on. But I want one of them out of all 6 to be negative, which means Judge Dredd does not have any backup that episode, which is going to be really bad because sometimes he's fighting mini bosses and he is severely outnumbered. I have a very large collection of Judge Dredd, mixing it with Mongoose Publishing miniatures as well as Warlord Games miniatures, and third-party 3D printed ones, which are awesome. I've shown into the behind the scenes. If you want to check that out, go back and check it out. What we're going to do is, again, we're mixing them up, so I want the list of backup for Judge Dredd to have people who are only on the side of justice. They don't have to be a judge, but they at least have to be fighting on the side of justice. Who that is going to be determined by you, the viewer. I want everybody, if you could, to comment below and let me know, like number 1 should be Dredd has no backup. Number 2 is Dredd has a cadet. You may not have the miniature for the character that you want, but if there's enough people that pick that character for that number, what's going to happen is we're just going to proxy a character in and just use that character for, again, it could be an example for like Dirty Frank. The miniatures are picked for backing up Judge Dredd have to have existing stats into the world for 2000 AD, Rebellion, or Judge Dredd, so that I can find them. If I don't have the stats for it and you have them, you can add them in to include so that we can play the game properly. I'd just like to mention too as well is the way that I'm creating this Judge Dredd campaign Peachtree is very organic. I'm not shooting everything and just slowly releasing videos one at a time. I'm actually shooting and I'm waiting and I'm looking at the comments and the emails and so forth. And then I'm going to adjust accordingly and shoot the next one. So everyone has a major contribution into this Peachtree campaign, which I think is going to be awesome because I've never played the game yet and I'm so excited to start. We're trying to release each video 2 weeks, so every second Saturday. Sometimes it's going to take a little longer depending on how much is involved into it. On top of releasing gameplay episodes, what I plan on doing is releasing episodes of painting. It's not so much tutorial videos because I am not a professional painter by no means, but it's more like paint along with me or listen to me as you are doing your own paint job. But I plan on doing that. And another very special project is we are going to build the interior of Peachtree for the game. When I say the interior of Peachtree, I do not mean the entire 200 floors. I mean the floors that we are going to be playing. It may be 10 floors, it may be 5 floors. It is up to how popular this campaign is going to be. Just to sum everything up that we talked about in this video is we are starting the Judge Dredd campaign Peachtree, and we are going to be basing his backup off of a D6 system, and it's up to you to give me the list as well as the stats if they don't exist into the system, but they do have to have some kind of stats related so you don't make it too OP for the backup that is going to help Judge Dredd per mission. And believe me, he's going to need it because the villains and the mini bosses that he is going to come up against is pretty dangerous. So look forward to this campaign of Judge Dredd, the miniature game by Board Games, because it's going to be epic. This is the biggest campaign that I've ever taken on for this channel. And believe me, our Alien campaign that we did, if you didn't check it out, go check it out, because I'm telling you, it was large, but that's nothing compared to what we have going here for this Judge Dredd game. So we'll see you in about 2 weeks with the first game, the first episode where we meet Judge Dredd outside. We'll see you on the flip side. And remember, be a maniac.